is up? It's Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. I'm so excited to film this. I decided this morning to film this. I'm gonna talk about my most highly anticipated releases of 2021. Never done this before, but we need something to look forward to, you know? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know too much about these books. I mean, obviously, because they're not released yet. Some of the synopses, some of the cover arts aren't even released yet, so bear with me. I'm gonna be reading off my phone in terms of like what it's about, and the titles are in my notes. So yes, let's just get right on into it because I gotta go thrift shopping with my mom soon and we have limited time. So starting off with my number one most anticipated, the rest aren't in any order at all, but the first one is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh, and I'm gonna try to remember to put like the release dates on the screen because I was too lazy to look them up. If not, I'm sorry. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So, if you didn't know, some of my favorite books are by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've read like all her books except one, which is Forever Interrupted. It's like never at my library and never at Barnes & Noble. So, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Love her. She wrote Daisy Jones and the Six and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which are my all-time faves. But Malibu Rising, I learned this this morning actually, when I was watching other people's videos. So this is apparently about like a group of like celebrities or elite people or whatever at this party, and then by the end of the night at midnight the place goes up in flames. And yeah, I mean, Taylor Jenkins Reid, no matter what she writes, I'll read. So I didn't really care what it was about, I just knew I was releasing it and I wanted to read it. Next book is A Psalm. Oh my god, these people downstairs smoke so much that they set off their smoke alarm at least 3 times a day. That's what just went off. But anyways, A Psalm of Storms and Silence. That's like a mouthful. But this is a sequel to A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, right here, by Roseanne A. Brown. I gave this one I think 4 stars because it had so many typos. Like, this is a final copy and it had so many typos and like grammatical errors, and some sentences didn't have the correct punctuation. I'm like a stickler for those things, so it kind of like really threw me off in the story. But this is about a festival called Solstasia. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this girl on the cover is our princess. Her mom passes away and her sister also passed away. She's trying to bring them back to life. In order to do so, she has to get the heart of the champion of Solstasia, because they have like these like games and quests and stuff. The champion of Solstasia is our other perspective, which is Malik. Malik and Karina are their 2 main characters. He is trying to save his little sister from this like demonic creature who told him that the only way that he would let her go is if he kills the queen, which is Karina now because her mom dies. But yeah, so the second book in that series is coming out next year and I'm so freaking excited for it. Next book is Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. Ooh. So I read Take a Hint, Danny Brown. I bought it immediately after reading it from the library. This one had really good mental health rep and it's just like a rom-com basically. I'm in the middle of Get a Life Chloe Brown right now, so the third Brown sister, Eve Brown, is getting her own book next year and I'm so excited for it. Talia Hibbert's writing is really good. She has a lot of good universal truths and her characters have such distinctive qualities that makes it so much more entertaining, and she touches upon a lot of hard-hitting topics and like the realities of love and life and yeah, okay. Next book is Gods and Monsters, which is the 3rd and final, for now, book in the Serpent and Dove series, which here, Blood and Honey is right here. So I've read both. They're by Shelby Mahurin. I actually met her whenever Serpent and Dove was released. It's about a witch and a witch hunter who were like forced to be married, and then the second one, it was just like, eh. I still want to read the 3rd one because, first of all, the covers are freaking amazing, and I just love the storyline, even though the second one was kind of eh for me. I feel like I have to reread both though before reading the 3rd one. Lou, our witch, they just try to defeat her mom in this one, and then they meet like other types of creatures. Yeah, that's pretty much the premise of that story. Hopefully the 3rd one goes out with a bang. Hopefully I love it. But yeah, it's called Gods and Monsters. Next book is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. So this is the prequel to The Hate U Give, and this follows our main character Star's dad, who had like his own storyline in The Hate U Give, but obviously our main character was Star and like her growing up dealing with like racism and classism and all that like during high school. But this one follows her dad and I'm so excited because I feel like it'll just be even more emotional and more hard-hitting, and yeah, so if you love The Hate You Give, this is coming out next year. Next book is Blood Like Magic. I don't remember the author's name, but I heard about this book today, and it's a witchy book. Shoot, I don't even remember, but that's all I needed to know. Hold on, let me look it up on Goodreads. I told myself I'd remember this one because I was so intrigued by it, but it's by LaSalle Sambury, and it's apparently supposed to be a series. So it's a dark urban fantasy debut following a teen witch who was given a horrifying task, sacrificing her first love to save her family's magic. Problem is, she's never been in love. She'll have to find the perfect guy before she can kill him. So there's this thing called the calling that she has to complete, and her first task to like become like the full witch or whatever and is to kill her first love, and this time failure means every Thomas witch will be stripped of their magic. So the stakes are really high. I just want to read every witchy book that there is. Like, there's so much you can do with witchy books. Like the one I just read yesterday, The Rules of Magic, had like herbal magic and like classic witchy things, and then you could do like blood magic and dark magic and whatever. It's great. Oh! This is the one where she joins the genetic matchmaking program because she's never fallen in love, so she needs a little extra help, and then she meets Luke and she ends up hating him at first. So that's that. I'm excited for it. I don't know. Sorry that was a mess. Okay, I moved this because I've realized it like looks weird with my snowman. But anyways, the next book I want to talk about is another witchy book called Witches Steeped in Gold, and I just know this is based on Jamaican culture about witches. I heard about this when Joel from Fictional Fates read it, and it was like his new favorite book of all time. I'll look up the synopsis for you guys and give you some little bullet points. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock and I need to go soon. But this is by Cianan Smart. It has a 4.2 average on Goodreads, so there's that. Divided by their castles, united by their vengeance is the first little snippet. Jamaican-inspired fantasy debut is a thrilling journey where dangerous magic reigns supreme and betrayal lurks beneath every word. Sworn enemies, these two witches enter a precarious alliance to take down a mutual threat. Okay, so it's a basic like quest type of fantasy. I mean, I didn't really need to know much about that one. I was excited for it from the title. The next book is We Are Not Like Them. I know this is about two best friends. One is a black woman and one is a white woman, and they come from different backgrounds, different classes, and the white woman's married to a cop. So I was like, ooh, that's some tea. Especially like after all the 2020 stuff with the riots and everything, I was like, I need to read this book. I feel like it'll be a good book for educating yourself more. I just feel like it'd be a good book to read for the current climate and to see how these two best friends deal with these like drastically different backgrounds and how the world around them affects their friendship. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. Next book is Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. So I actually started Tunnel of Bones yesterday. It's a middle grade that Victoria Schwab wrote, if you didn't know, and I'm loving Tunnel of Bones. City of Ghosts I didn't enjoy too much. It was just a nice quick read and it was fun. So Cassidy Blake almost drowned and a ghost saved her. His name is Jacob, and so they became best friends, and I love Jacob. He's so freaking funny. I love his sarcasm and humor and everything. Even though I didn't really like City of Ghosts, I was like, well, Tunnel of Bones takes place in France and they go into the catacombs and stuff, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I actually like this one a lot more, and I don't read middle grade, but Victoria Schwab is everything to me, especially after Miss Addie LaRue. That was actually the first book by V.E. Schwab that I read, and I absolutely loved it. She's my favorite. She's on her little throne, you know, on my shelf. But Bridge of Souls is the third book to that middle grade series, and I have no idea where it takes place. I didn't look into it that far, but loving Tunnel of Bones, so I will continue on with that series. Next book is Sweet and Bitter Magic. This one I heard about this morning too. The girl I was watching pitched it as comparable to Sorcery of Thorns and Girls of Paper and Fire, and I loved both of those books, so I was like, I am in. That is all I need to know. So I didn't even look at the synopsis of this one, but here I am. This one is by Adrian Tooley. Oh, and it's a witchy book too, so no wonder I was into it immediately. About Ren and Tamsin. When a magical plague ravages the queendom, Ren's father falls victim. To save him, Ren proposes a bargain. If Tamsin will help her catch the dark witch responsible for creating the plague, then Ren will give Tamsin her love for her father. Of course, love bargains are a tricky thing. These two have a long, perilous journey ahead of them. That is if they don't kill each other first. So they hate each other and they're going on this quest together. So I'm excited, and they're witches. One of them's a witch. The other one, Ren, is a source, a rare kind of person who is made of magic despite being unable to use it herself. That's exciting. This is one of my like top 4.72 on Goodreads. Holy crap. Okay, this is definitely, I need to pre-order this book. We'll figure that out later. Next book is Sing Me Forgotten. I don't even know who this is by. I was debating on putting this on my list, but it sounded kind of intriguing. It's by Jessica S. Olsen, another debut author. It has a 4.64 on Goodreads. Holy crap. I just remember that it like had something to do with being able to manipulate memories when people sing. Oh yeah, here. Cast into a well at birth for being one of the magical few who can manipulate memories when people sing. She was saved by Cyril, the opera house's owner. Learns that in order to take charge of her own destiny, she must become the monster the world tried to drown in the first place. That's an exciting line. I just skipped the entire middle of that synopsis, but Isda breaks Cyril's cardinal rule when she meets Emeric Rodin, a charming boy who throws her quiet, solitary life out of balance. So I'm guessing there's a type of romance in here. But the cover is stunning, if you can see it on the screen right now. And it has a high rating on Goodreads. I love books that have like memory manipulation. I don't know why that's so interesting to me. Like dreams too. Yeah, love that. We're almost done. My second to last book is Black Tabs by V.E. Schwab. Okay, apparently this doesn't even have like the cover art available, but V.E. Schwab is coming out with another adult novel. Even if it's young adult, I don't care. I already love it. Black Tabs, that just sounds so interesting to me. It sounds so intriguing. I'm already hooked. I don't know when this comes out. Next year, my goal is to read every V.E. Schwab book, so putting that out in the universe right now. And the very last book is Into the Heartless Wood by Joanna Ruth Meyer. I put this on the list because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and we all know how much I love Beauty and the Beast. It's one of my favorite Disney movies next to Lilo and Stitch. I have yet to read the original. It's over there on my shelf. And Xavier just bought me the dual pack, like the live action and the animated movies, for Christmas as an early Christmas present. So I'm thinking of doing like a Beauty and the Beast themed vlog. So stay tuned for that because I'm so excited. I'm hopefully gonna be able to do that in January because I have like 4, maybe, probably, other Beauty and the Beast retellings on my shelf, so I'm excited. But that's all literally what I know about Into the Heartless Wood, that it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it has a 4.4 on Goodreads. Epic, heartbreaking, and darkly atmospheric, Into the Heartless Wood is a story of impossible love between a monstrous tree siren and a boy who lives at the edge of her wood. Okay, I'm hooked. I love dark forest stories too. Devouring Grey is a really good one. But anyways, sorry that was such a mess of video. I need to leave now. I'm a mess. I need coffee. I haven't had coffee today yet and it's like 2 o'clock. Okay, but thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what your most highly anticipated reads are that I need to add to my list. Hope you all have a good day. Stay safe and stay positive always, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!